Welcome to the shop, guys. Today I'm going to finish up this U.S. Army themed throwing axe. I'll be inlaying a piece of 5.56 into the handle, and then I'll mix brown and green pigments with some isopropyl to stain the handle an OD green. And then real quick at the end, I'll hang this hatchet head on it that I did a U.S. Army star etching in. Let's get to it. So first off, I need to get this 855 tip out of here. Next, we're going to have to pop that primer. Huh, almost blew the primer out. Now just a little bit of epoxy. So the epoxy's dry. We got the 5.56 inlaid in there. Before I mix up the dye and start staining this, what I want to do is I'm going to take this wire and wedge it into the kerf so that I can use the wire to hang the handle while it dries. All right, so I'm gonna kind of mirror the mix that I did last night, and that's 2 drops of green. Now, depending on what temperature it is, this stuff's pretty thick, so the drops, when it's cold, will be bigger. So these are pretty big drops. It's about 50 degrees right now. So 2 green. Really got to stir this up. So I'll stir this for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. All right, so we got her all mixed up. I just got this little brush. Pretty sure it's for solder, but I'm going to use it. So this is all trial and error. The thing that I will say is how long you leave this on and how many coats you do will drastically affect the tint of the color. So yesterday I did 1 coat and just let it soak in. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then if you're hanging it like I'm going to, of course it will drip down and be darker at the bottom. So now I'll leave the head for later. So I got a little ahead of myself and went ahead and hung this without filming. So one thing that I do want to say is I put this in the toaster oven for, I don't know, half hour at 120 degrees to really make sure that it's dried back out. And I'm pretty confident. So I got it hung just a little bit proud on a throwing axe. I don't like a bunch sticking out the top in case, you know, if it hits like that, it can loosen up the handle. So next, I'm going to go ahead and put some color on this. I will say I have mixed the pigment with linseed oil and boiled linseed oil both, and both times it has leached through and stained my hands. Even after weeks, I put it in the oven to try to get the linseed oil, the boiled linseed oil, to polymerize faster and harden up, and it doesn't work. It just keeps leaching through to the hands. So we're going to put some urethane on it, hopefully protect my hands from the color leaching through, and it'll be done. I'm going to get this cleaned up. All right, so today I'm going to be using this Minwax fast drying polyurethane. Now, this is the first time I've ever put anything except for linseed oil and wax on an axe handle, so I'm not really sure if this is the best for this application. It's what I have, so it's what I'm going to be using. So, and again, this is all a test right here. I'm new at this, I guess I could say. I've always been of the thought process that wood shouldn't be stained. Its natural color is what it should stay. But these throwing axes, I think it's fun to customize them. You know, the etching and you know, next step is a staining, right? I'm going to get into some laminate. I got to start making some veneer on the bandsaw. I've got some good burl that I want to do some veneer, kind of like a scale for a knife. Start doing some more trick stuff. It's just fun. It's not that raw wood or natural colored wood is boring and it'll never get old. Sometimes it's just nice to try something new, do a little flair. Oh, that's turning out nice. What do you think? That's going to be nice, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I like it. The only thing, you know what? Now I wish that I had darkened the star to kind of set that off. But that wood grain that color of the grain is really growing on me. I'm liking it. Yeah, drop a comment. Tell me if you think this is sacrilegious to be staining and putting urethane on a handle. I understand if that's your opinion. I think it looks pretty badass, though. And now tonight, when I'm sitting by the fire, my mind's going to be racing on what colors to do next. Now, I will say this: I don't plan on doing any, traditional working axes with any color. I will not do that. All right. Hopefully those bubbles get out of it. I might hit it with some heat. So I'm going to clamp this in the vise, let it dry. All right, so the urethane went all right. It's still got some rough spots. I'm sure it needs another coat. And I don't think I'm going to put another coat on it for now. I think I'm going to... Go on. I think I'm going to throw it around a little bit, let it get some nicks and dings in there, and then I'll put a coat over that. But like I said, this is a work in progress. So a couple things that I would like to have done different is the location of the 556 inlay. I don't know if it really belongs right there. I'm kind of thinking on the backside here, but I feel like that will affect the structural integrity of the wood. And I might wind up on the next one that I do with the shell casing inlay, I might throw it over on this side. That way when you're throwing the fingers, it's not in the way of the finger. So one of the things that I am noticing is you can see some bare wood. I don't know what happened there. Not sure if that came from putting it in the oven, heating it up. I don't know if the wood swole. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe somebody knows. But I'm liking the urethane for now. You know, the other thing is this star. It definitely needs to be darker. It needs some gun bluing in there. So I think that will be to come, but for now it's done. And once this snow passes, we're in the middle of a huge snowstorm. Once this snow passes, then I'm going to get outside and do some throwing, test out, and see. So this is the prototype for, this is the first handle of the pattern that I've made. So test it out. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. If you're not subscribed and you like this content, hit subscribe. And if you've got any input on kind of the design and whatnot on this, if you got any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. Hope you guys have a good day.